have been wondering during this past several months what y'all gonna say at a memorial service for me. And I'm here, so be careful what you say. Okay, several months ago, with some health issues I had going on, I wound up being told that I had cancer. And since then, that cancer has spread to 3 other places. And I more recently was told that my prognosis was I had from 3 to 6 months. First went into Northside Hospital. Joshua came over to visit. And by that time, I had been through enough that I was beginning to get sores around my mouth and just fever blisters, all kind of things. And so he visited. I'm going to tell you a serious story, a serious thing he said, but before that I want to tell you the funny part. So about a week later, he called me. We were waiting on the ambulance to transfer me to a rehab center to learn about the shots. And he said, "How you doing?" And I said, "Oh, okay, Joshua." I said, "Joshua, do you remember those sores all over my mouth?" And he said, "Yes. Are they any better?" And I said, "No, they're much worse, but I've got some good news. If you'll hurry over here and get here before the ambulance comes, you'll make it in time to give me a big old kiss." And he didn't come, he didn't come. But from that day to this, my heart's desire has been to reach as many people as I possibly could with the gospel of the good news in Jesus Christ. And since then, some of that has happened. But let me tell you something. Pastor Josh visited me when I was in Northside Hospital, and Pastor Josh prayed and he prophesied. And he told me that I was about to be launched into a ministry that I would never have thought about having, and that it was going to be good and it was going to be big. And he didn't know if it was going to be 3 weeks or 3 months or 3 years, but definitely to prepare and to get ready for that ministry. So at the time, I took it all in, and I had been given 6 months to live. At the time I took all that in, then things progressed very fast, and I was given another prognosis, and this one was a little bit dimmer, according to the way you look at it, for 3 to 6 months. And when I was given that prognosis, my thoughts were, well, I love Pastor Josh, but he missed this one. But that's okay, he meant well, and so I started on. But it seems to me, and a few other people that I've talked with, that he was right on, that he knew exactly he was saying what God had told him to say. And an example of that is like when I was at Costco. I had just renewed my membership for a year, and that's $60. And so for that $60, so I just walked up to the counter and asked the customer service girl, could I get a refund on that? And she asked me why, and I'm so glad, because I was able to tell her what was going on with me. And as I told her, she started crying, and I comforted her and told her not to cry, that pretty soon I'll be with King Jesus.
That's right.
And so as we did that, she and I asked her, did she know Jesus? And did Jesus know her? And with that, we stood there and had church for maybe 10 minutes.
Wow.
And so that was just really, that was good, a good thing. I did not, as you're about to hear, I did not get the refund yet. I really want to wait till the last minute and use it as long as I can. So I did a little shopping, and as I was leaving, the guy with the air conditioner people that wants to come out and give you an estimate stopped me, and we talked a little bit. And I told him where I'm going, I don't need any air conditioner.
That's right.
And I said, and as a matter of fact, when I saw I had his attention, I said, as a matter of fact, where I'm going, the climate is perfect, the temperature's wonderful, and that's year round, you know.
Oh.
And he said, ma'am, do you mind me asking where you're going? I think he wants to go too.
Right.
And when I told him the diagnosis and the prognosis, he and I stood there and probably had church for about 15 minutes, you know.
I love it.
So that, along with some other stories, today, Alita and I were at a place getting her car serviced. And what I've been doing is trying to witness to everybody that wanted to listen and respect the ones that didn't want to listen, and that's okay. But I told this girl that Jesus loved her, and I asked her about it, and I led into it with, again, the prognosis and what was going on with my life, and she was real sweet, and we had a time together. And you never know when you do that if it's really making an impact, because you're obviously not going to be around to see. But anyway, as when we went back to pick up the car, the girl wanted her picture made with me, that my testimony had impacted her so that she wanted a picture made with me. So we did that.
Why? Tell me about why it is well with my soul. Why is that so important to you?
Well, it is well with my soul says to me that no matter what's going on and what trials we may have and what we may be facing, that when I stay in tune with Jesus Christ and am walking in the Spirit, that it is well with my soul, irregardless of everything else.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
You didn't record that, did you?
I did.